Hey everyone, this is Avinash back with another video. In this video, let's discuss about tree of thought prompting. I have a fancy 20 slide deck to explain this, but at the final moment, I decide not to show you all this, technical jargon and explain this whole thing in just 3-4 minutes in a simple and understandable way. Okay. But just for the sake of presentation, if you need that particular presentation for the if you are interested in learning stuff in a picky manner, you could obviously download this presentation. I'll just give the link for this particular presentation in the description. But yeah, let's first discuss tree of thought prompting. So essentially, when large language models were invented, there are no techniques and something, right? People were inventing large language models, but as a users, there were no techniques. You were just inputting a prompt and you're getting an output. Sometimes you're giving context and trying all that, but only last few years is when the prompting technique era started, where people were giving different prompting techniques and stuff like that. So then they created zero-shot prompting. Essentially, almost for so many years, prompting is nothing but zero-shot prompting in any large language model. After a few years, they invented few-shot prompting, and then the major push happened when chain of thought came in, right? So people thought, hey, zero-shot prompting is too very basic and naive. Can't we just improve the efficiency of large language model by inventing something called chain of thought prompting, where they're dividing the whole bigger agenda into smaller tasks and getting adding all the outputs from the different tasks and getting the final answer and stuff like that, or they'll ask to think step by step and stuff like that. So that's chain of thought prompting. But the problem with chain of thought prompting again is this: chain of thought prompting is giving great outputs for YouTube scripts, blog posts, movie scripts, or say books, but then it is failing to give best answers for strategic thinking. Like, you need a marketing strategy, you need a financial strategy for the entire year. This strategic thinking is little more advanced, right? So humans who are creative sometimes might not be strategic, right? So very few people can be both creative and strategic at the same time. You see a lot of Bollywood artists or Hollywood artists end up being broke at the final stages of their career because of the bad financial strategy management they have, or something like that, or bad habits or whatever. So they're creative, but end of the day, they don't have the perfect strategy to do the finance and stuff like that. So majority of the humans, first level is they don't have creativity only. Second level, they have creativity but not strategic planning. Third level, people might have both strategy and creativity, just like humans. AI is also like that. To activate that third person mentality, where you are asking ChatGPT to be both creative and strategic at the same time, someone super smart invented tree of thought prompting. So what this particular scientist, AI scientist, or prompt engineering scientist did is, he said, hey, let's take the chain of thought prompting, which is COT in short form, to next level and invent TOT, which is tree of thought prompting. He said, I will create 4 or 5 or a few agents under the main prompt and ask AI to create 4 assistants or 4 agents that would support and give one answer, one strategy for the given task. And each one of these agents will give 4 different strategies, and these 4 agents will kind of have a discussion, healthy group discussion between themselves, and conclude a better strategy. So now AI is not giving you single solution. AI is not just answering one thing at a time and then making it as a final one. It is giving you 4 solutions. On top of it, it is creating agents to think and kind of discuss pros and cons between each strategy and coming up with the best output for the strategy, best strategy at end of the day. So that is tree of thought prompting. Chain of thought prompting might work well for books, YouTube scripts and stuff like that, but tree of thought prompting is when you will use when you have strategy planning, marketing strategy, financial strategy, business model strategy, anything that includes not just creativity but strategy. Tree of thought is the solution for you, right? So let me show this with an example so that you'll be perfectly aware of what's going on, right? So I had this particular prompt already. I'll just go to ChatGPT and then, so basically what I'm saying is, imagine a round table discussion with 3 renowned marketing experts. Each expert is tasked with brainstorming a unique marketing strategy for a new eco-friendly product. All experts will first write down their initial marketing idea, then share it with the group. After discussing the initial idea, each expert will propose a specific tactic to implement the strategy and sharing it with the group. If any expert realizes the strategy or tactic isn't viable at any point, they leave the discussion. The question is, how would you market a new eco-friendly product to a target segment that is not environmentally conscious? After each expert answers, other 2 experts need to say their thoughts on that particular strategy, both positive and negative, and conclude the discussion on that marketing strategy proposed. You see, we're creating 3 people and AI, and AI is just quarreling or kind of discussing between themselves and giving us the best strategy. This way, you could keep this, by the way, 3 or 4 also. Maximum is like, end of the day, the output can be more than 1,000 words. So maybe you could keep 4, 5, 6, something like that, and see what works. Roundtable discussion. Let's create a fictional marketing experts. Alex, an advocate for influencer marketing and storytelling. Bobby, a data-driven experts who lean into technological analytical solutions. Charlie, a grassroots marketing enthusiast who believe in community involvement and local partnership. Stage 1, initial ideas. So initial ideas is like, everyone is just giving us one strategy. I propose leveraging the power of storytelling through influencers who can narrate the journey of our eco-friendly product. The focus will not just be on its eco-friendly aspects, but more on its practicality, utility, and cost-effective efficiency, certainly weaving in the environmental angle to tap into unconscious eco-friendly behavior of non-environmentally conscious target audience. This is one solution this Alex gave us. Now understand, Bobby. Given that our target is not environmentally conscious, we should lean into providing direct benefits to them, showcasing how our products enhances their lifestyle. We would utilize data-driven programmatic advertising, segmentation of the audience based on whatever. That's the Bobby's answer. Charlie, I believe bringing up the change from the grassroots level, thus organizing a localized event and partnering with local businesses to introduce the product would be potent. Through these partnerships and events, we can showcase the product in action, focusing on its utility and effectiveness while quietly celebrating its eco-friendly attributes. So now these are the 3 different strategies 3 people gave. Now feedback on Alex idea. Bobby on Alex idea, Charlie on Alex idea, Alex on Bobby's idea, and then it goes on and on. We'll get 3 discussions, and then we got both positive. The emotive power of blah blah blah, we got it, we got this, we got like 6 different discussions that went on between them. And stage 2 is specific tactics, identifying influences. Feedback session number 2, it is not happening once, it is happening twice, thrice, right? And then conclusions. Marketing an eco-friendly product to a non-environmentally conscious audience presents a unique challenge. Alex, Bobby, and Charlie provided strategies focusing on certainly incorporation of environmental aspects, ensuring that direct and practical benefits of the products are foreground of a marketing message. Through influencers, AI-driven engagement, and grassroots campaigns, they seek to gently awaken unconscious environmental awareness in the target audience without alienating them with overly green messaging. The feedback loop among the experts, blah blah blah. In reality, the mix of the strategies ensuring scalability, personality, blah blah blah. So this is how things work. Isn't this awesome? Like literally, you are keeping AI as your assistants, 3 of them, to discuss strategy between themselves and come up with an actual answer, right? So yeah, grassroots level, they seek gentle and unconscious behavior. I'll show you one other aspect or one other time that I used this particular thing for, and you know what happened. Area, similarly, what happened is, Area is a person who said that let's see, just here, one second. Yeah, area. Spot on. Every consumer wants to know what's in it for me, and this approach, if we focus on expert A, expert B, expert C. Initial organize a local community events where the products can be showcased and experience it firsthand. This is the initial idea that this particular expert C came up with. And then what happened? Somehow, expert A and expert B gave the feedback, they concluded, and then, if you see at the end, what area did is, during the virtual events, they discussed between themselves and came up with a plan. Hey, like when area said that, hey, let's do local events, Dania and then Liam says, hey, local events were very costly and unscalable and stuff like that. And then they come up with a plan of doing a virtual events just out of nowhere. And now they agreed to do virtual events than normal local events. You see, someone is coming up with some idea and two other people were using that idea as a base and changing it a bit to be sustainable for the brand in the long term. That's it. The expert reached to the consciousness on the hybrid strategy. They decided to utilize influencers to introduce the products, focusing on its tangible benefits. This would then be followed by a virtual event to offer a deeper experience of the product. This approach combines the strengths of all three initial strategies, ensuring scalability, genuine interaction, and highlighting the immediate product benefits. Isn't this amazing, guys? If you are a business owner, instead of thinking 100 different times, oh, how should I promote this product? What are the pros? What are the cons? Just go to ChatGPT and use this particular template as your base and then get out of it. As simple as that. Like literally that's it. I can't appreciate this particular strategy enough. This is just a rock star for me personally. Anyways, let's go to tree of thought prompting and see definitions, input, understand prompts, train of thought prompting, investigating, prompt 1, prompt 2. Yeah. So limitations of this tree of thought prompting technique is it's little complex. Like, it is not for everyone. And this will not apply for the basic. Like you can't use tree of thought prompting for a blog post. It is going to be huge. It is only applicable and it is only best for the strategy planning. And then it needs a lot of computational resources because, sometimes, I showed you a small example, right? Like sometimes when the task is bigger, the strategy is bigger, you need to create 8 different people and all that, it requires a lot of computational resources as well as time taken. And dependence on this effective self-critique. The success of the tree of thought prompting heavily relies on AI's ability to effectively self-critique its generated thoughts. And sometimes if the mood of AI is bad, the whole strategy will be very bad in end of the day. So you should actually not just go read the conclusion. You should actually read the entire discussion and say, hey, did this AI agent make sense? If that particular AI agent in the second step didn't make sense, the entire output and the conclusion will be dependent on each and every step throughout the process. So if it's something is not making sense, maybe applying a new, opening a new tab and using it would be a better strategy than just, not using it or maybe using as it is, right? So each and of the one output is more important than anything else. And striking the right balance between thought size and search space and evaluate reasoning is very crucial. And determining the appropriate granularity of the thoughts based on what LLMs can generate effectively can be little challenging, right? So, and examples use cases would be mathematical reasoning, complex problem solving, conversational AI, and research and exploration, decision making. It can be like, this can literally be a mechanism to take decisions at a high level, companies with the managerial role. If you are a manager, if you are into management role of any company, this method, if you're a product manager or anything where you need to take a strategical decisions, this is going to be awesome. By the way, next video or like in this module towards the end, we have separate examples of tree of thought prompting by Madhu just for programmers and developers. And that's it. Thank you. I hope you found this helpful. I'll also be attaching the live sessions I did on tree of thought prompting for the further reference. I'll upload these prompts in the description below. I'll also give you the presentations description in the description below so that it will be super handy for you all. That's it. Thank you. Bye bye. See you in the next video.